Let's just start. We've got our camera going. Got our headphones on.
Got our cool headphones on.
Cool headphones. Yeah. Because we're actually doing something pretty cool.
We are.
Because you had a dream.
Because I had a dream. I had a vision.
It's so awesome. I mean, we're actually going to do this.
I know, it's so crazy.
I know. And you might be wondering what it is that we're going to do.
That's right.
Well, we're here to tell you. We've been teasing it, and it starts because Michelle had a dream, and it involved you. And there goes her backdrop. This is just to show you that imperfect is fine, right? Perfection doesn't make progress. So we know that you'll understand that because some of you know both of us, so you know what's about to come down. But welcome. Tell them about your dream.
Well, first of all, I've loved working with you. I had the fortunate opportunity to work with you before. And I always loved our conversations. We called leadership popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
Did many, many rounds of conversation about the chaos and the insanity of leadership and the awesome things of leadership too.
Yeah.
And
there were.
Yeah, there was a lot of good. And I just always enjoyed those conversations. And one day I had literally a dream that you and I were sitting in a setting much like this, except things weren't falling down. And we were doing a podcast. And so I mentioned it to you and you were all in.
I was absolutely
to make a dream a reality.
Yeah. We always had this notion that we would do something. We would work together again. Absolutely. We had no idea in what capacity, but it's starting here because the work we do is really synergistic. And
Absolutely.
The fact that what we have now called Unapologetic Rabble-Rousers fits us to a T.
So perfectly. So perfectly. Everyone I've mentioned it to, they're like, that's such a perfect name. Totally fits you. And totally. I'm like, and if you know Carla, it also fits her.
So the excitement about this is being able to really have conversations that we're going to give voice to things that need to have voice.
Yes.
But that in a normal setting, in a business, in an organization, there are mores. There are things that get in the way of the things that really need to get said.
Lots of roadblocks.
Yeah.
And we're going to rabble-rouse them down.
That's it. That's it. So for those who might enjoy coming along for this ride, you're going to be rabble-rousers. That's our loving term for you, rabble-rousers. And we are certainly going to kick it up.
Yes, yes. And it's not just for people in organizations. I think you also have the mindset, everyone's a leader, whether you're a titled leader or not. You are leaders in your personal life. You might be leaders in your community. You might be leaders in your family, with your friends, at work, whether you're a titled leader or not. When we talk about leadership, these are skills that just help you get better results.
Yes.
Whether you're, again, titled leader or not, doesn't matter.
And it really brings in some common sense.
Yes.
And
that's not so common anymore.
Right. And the notion of mutual respect, regardless of your position, whether it's in the community, the family, and the organization. You being in a position of leadership, titled, doesn't make you magically respectable.
No.
Well, so there, I did it. I did a little rabble-rousing.
You did.
Okay.
You mean I can't look at you and go, I demand that you respect me?
That's right. We're going to have to talk about that story.
Yes.
Because that's another fun thing, is that we both had life-changing, career-changing events that took us down a path neither of us had imagined we would be taking for our career. And I think it'll be good that we get into those stories a little bit when when we've warmed up our crowd here. And
Yes, we will have lots of stories to share about our own personal journeys as we, I think we figured we've got over 70 years experience between the two of us in leadership, coaching, change management, organizational effectiveness, and
IT engineering.
and really the people side of business. And one of the things you said triggered, it's really, it's about respect, and it's also about understanding the impact that we have for the people around us, the impact we have on the people around us.
It's true.
Yeah.
And the fact is that I know for me, I'm sensing it was probably true for you too in manufacturing and engineering, that there weren't a lot of models
right
for us to follow as we came up.
That is true.
And so we kind of had to make it up as we went.
Yeah.
And it's important to realize whether or not you're in a position of titled leadership, you are a model for someone somewhere. And it's either a model for good or a model for what you don't want to be when you grow up to be a leader. So the fact is, we're always on stage, whether or not you think about it. We're always in some kind of a leadership role, thought leadership, energy leadership, whatever it might be. And you need to respect that of yourself. Respect that there isn't a single thing you do, except perhaps in the very confines of your most sacred space that's just yours.
Yeah.
There isn't anything you do that doesn't somehow have an impact on somebody else.
It's so true. I was reading a book, I think it was by Timothy Clark, talking about psychological safety. And there was a comment in the book that said something along the lines of every hour, every moment, every minute that you're around other people, there's an impact.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want it to be a good one or a negative one?
Yeah.
And it was like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Even just, you think you're just sitting at your desk doing your own thing, and then you randomly shout out, "Oh my God, stop talking." And people hear that.
Yes, I did.
And they wonder, who are you talking to?
My executive coach friend.
My executive coaching client.
Who is on the phone with a client, and all the silence, and then,
oh my God, stop talking.
Stop talking. Oh.
She looks across the aisle.
Okay. So we've got all kinds of stories that are probably going to pop up. Some of you will know them. Others may be able to enjoy them. But at the end of the day, it's the energy and the spirit of that partnership that has me so jazzed about the fact that we're together doing this, and hoping that some of what we give voice to will, I don't know, prompt some conversation, perhaps say, "Oh, you know what? I didn't know what it was that was bugging me, and that's it." So we're hopeful as we go through this leadership popcorn that you'll find some nuggets that are really worth keeping.
Find some nuggets and maybe think about things a little bit differently, or change some perspectives, and just give thought to who you are and how you show up for others and for yourself.
I think that's a great way to end this introduction.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you, Shelley.
To do this.
Amen. All right, folks. We'll be back. Bye.